Okay, so we are prepping the block to accept the head that's been resurfaced. First thing I'm doing is I'm going down on the water jacket that sits around the pistons and cleaning all that out. There was some silica left over from actually having the wrong coolant be used in this vehicle. Looks like a white gel substance. Next thing I'm going to do, some of the gasket material has been left over onto the engine block, so I'm just getting in there with a, that's a plastic brush that I picked up from Sears. I'll put a link in the description below, but it's just a plastic brush that I use to prep the surface of the engine block before putting the head on. You want the engine block as clean, as smooth as possible. Any kind of residue left over is going to hinder the mating of the surface for the head gaskets. Next thing I'm doing is prepping the 8 holes for the cylinder head bolts. I'm going in there with some compressed air and just shooting it down there, getting all the oil or coolant or whatever may be down there. Just shooting air down there. So after the compressed air has gone onto the holes, I'll get some brake parts cleaner, fill up the cylinder head bolt holes. I want that to get nice and clean, get any of the oil away, I should say, any of the grease. Once I fill that up, I'll let it sit for about 30 seconds, a minute, and then I'll go back in there with compressed air and shoot all that's left over. I don't think a lot of people know about Bundys Garage on YouTube, so if you guys can share it, if you found this video helpful on your social media platforms, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, it'd really help me out. Or if you guys are on the forums looking for information and you see that one of my videos answers a question somebody's asking, go ahead, just post a link on that forum. It would really help me out. And then after that, you're going to go down and to prep the bolts, the cylinder head bolts for the Honda V6. I actually use white lithium grease. I put it on the threads and I put it on both sides of the washer because when you torque down the cylinder heads, the cylinder head bolts, you want a nice, clean, smooth action. You don't want it to be jumping or jerking, and sometimes I've experienced that by using just regular motor oil. So here you can see I'm cleaning the bolt, the cylinder head bolt, and then I'll go ahead and apply the white lithium grease. You're going to want to do this for all 8 bolts. On this video, I only should show one, because I wanted to actually prep the surface the night before I put the bolt on, or before I put the head on. So I actually just did it to one to show you guys what to do, and then I put all the rest of the 7 remaining bolts in place, just so that I wouldn't have any dirt or debris the next morning when I actually put the head back on. So it's not all that hard. You just need to make sure that the surface is very clean. Any old residue from the gasket, get that off. And then you need to prep the surface using brake parts cleaner to get any grease, oil, anything that's going to hinder the mating of the head gasket to the surface. So that's how I prep the Honda J-Series V6. You can find this on your Odysseys, your Pilots, your Accord V6s, your Ridgelines, your MDXs, your Acura CLs, your TLs. And this is an ongoing video series that I'm doing on the Honda J-Series V6 head and getting it ready. So if you guys want to see more, just go down in the description and you can see more videos on how to do this job. Alright guys, there you go. Hope you found it helpful. And if you can, subscribe to my channel.